What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. This morning, guys, I want to start off, first of all, by giving a big shout out to the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot subreddit, guys. Go and join them now. The link is in the description box down below. Very awesome community with over 21,000 members, guys. I remember joining this community when it was around 1,000, maybe 1,500. They have grown along with the Kakarot community, so go join them, guys. Also, thank y'all so much for 15,000 subscribers, man. Like, I haven't even been able to fully process this yet because I'm so busy. But guys, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next goal. You know, normally some people say 20,000, 25,000, 50,000. I want to go for 100K. Let's go for 100K, guys. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on that bell icon so you don't miss the awesome uploads that we do and the content that is coming to the channel. Speaking of content that's coming to the channel, guys, I will be covering Dragon Ball Deliverance. If you haven't checked out Dragon Ball Deliverance, go to YouTube, sit down, get you some popcorn, some pancakes, whatever you want to snack on. Do yourself you owe it to yourself to check this out, guys. It's a fan-made anime. And it's pretty darn good. I actually like it a lot. The animation is done well. The music, the voice acting, it's done pretty darn well. So go check that out, guys, because I'm going to start covering that on the channel as well. There's about 3 episodes out right now. What I want to talk about today is, and you see that's going to be the thumbnail for the video as well, Pride of the Cards. And really, it's not so much about the card game, but more about the community's response to the card game, as well as the free update. And will this hurt Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's future? Guys, there's a lot going on right now with Kakarot. There is a ton of stuff going on with Kakarot. With the free update, the DLC, people having to wait, people are being upset, including myself, for having to wait for this content, guys. And in the back of my mind, I can't help but be cautious and somewhat afraid, because if this DLC, the free update and the downloadable content, the DLC 2, doesn't deliver, then Kakarot can be hurt very, very significantly. I'm talking like a special beam cannon to the chest. You know what I'm saying? Straight through you. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking that kind of damage to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Guys, this is what I ask. Stop bashing the game. The game is not bad. The game is not at fault. The stuff that's going on right now is Bandai's marketing of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Not giving us a trailer, not giving us a release date, you know, despite a Tokyo Game Show, a big stage to do this on, you know. You can't blame the game for what the marketing department from the publisher is doing. You get what I'm saying? Be that as it may, guys, even CyberConnect 2 is tweeting out Dragon Ball Z Kakarot right now. So we are getting close. How close? I don't know, man. Some people are saying early fall, this or that. I don't know. I just know fall. Let's go with what they're giving us. They said fall. You see what I'm saying? But right now we are in a very, very, very sticky situation with this, with everything that's going on, guys, because I think in everything that's going on, people are getting lost to the fact that, guys, DLC 2 is not going to be as big as a story arc. It's going to, matter of fact, DLC 2 is a boss battle episode. You need to go into it with that same thing. You know what I'm saying? You need to go into it with that same mindset, guys, that it's a boss battle episode. It's not going to be very long. I know you've had some content creators telling you it's going to be longer than DLC 1. They don't know that. That is not a fact. That is their speculation. Go into this DLC expecting the same length of DLC 1, and if you get more, that's awesome. If not, guess what? You're not upset because you didn't expect more. But I think because people are having to wait so long that they're going to expect this DLC to be longer. It has to be longer, DM. Why else are they taking so long? This card battle, the free update needs to come with more. Why are they taking so long? And then you get this content and you like, what is this? This is so short. What did it take them so long to do? It's going to add to your frustrations. You get what I'm saying? It's going to add to you being more upset. Set the proper expectations. The DLC is not going to be long. As far as we know with the free update, the only thing we're getting is the cards battle. Could there be more? Yes, there could very well be more, but we don't know. So all we have to go with is the cards battle. Now, the reason I bring up this is I want to read through some of the comments because some people really just don't care. And I get this a lot in the comments. Vegeta33, who comments a lot on the channel. I could really care less about this card game. We have enough of DBZ card games. Here goes another one. I'll pass. Actually, we don't have a lot of card games. The only card games we have is Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and guess what? The cards battle that's coming to Kakarot. Dokkan is not a card game. Legends is not a card game. You see what I'm saying? So, come on, man. Come on, man. Those aren't card games. Latoya Banks, believe in the heart of the cards. LOL. It's because I got Vegeta with Yu-Gi-Oh's body holding a Yu-Gi-Oh card with Super Saiyan God Goku, dude. I freaking love. I had so much fun making this, dude. Daryl Savory, the picture says it all. Marcel, shaking my head, cards battle, I'm weak. I can't believe what Dragon Ball Z is turning into Yu-Gi-Oh! They should have left the card battles on mobile. Once again, there are no card games on mobile. Dokkan is not a card game. Legends is not a card game, guys. I also sense this from the community that people are so frustrated with Bandai's marketing that they are, like I said, lashing out at the game. Guys, you need to learn how to word your frustration. If you're upset because it's taking too long, just say that. Don't say that, oh, Kakarot is dead, oh, the game is dead. It's not dead. When the DLC drops, you're gonna be playing it. It's not dead. They're working on it. Just use your words properly and be real and just say, I'm tired of waiting, I'm getting upset at waiting. You see what I'm saying? John Williams, I'm open to trying it, but I still feel there isn't enough things to fight, and villainous enemies don't count. I will 100% agree with that, and this is why I would like for them to implement a better training. I've done a video on training. Check that out on the channel. It's in a playlist called True Training, and in that I talk about how we should be able to train against each other and spar against our not each other as far as online, but I'm saying like our support characters, our playable characters. I should be able to go and spar with Vegeta and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? That would be really dope. Can't wait for microtransactions and more card games, more original card games. I mean, guys, there's only 2 card games out right now. Actually 1, because this one isn't even out yet. Cards Battle isn't even out yet. Anyway, microtransactions probably will be a thing. What game doesn't have microtransactions for the most part, you know? And people are beginning to talk about the microtransactions. One thing you have to realize is this, guys. The microtransactions, like in Xenoverse, they're not game breaking. It's not a pay to win thing. It's one of the things where if somebody like myself who works a lot and don't have time to really play it, I can spend some money and get some cards. You see what I'm saying? It's not a pay to win kind of thing, but whatever. Raekwon. Can't wait, pancake stack game. That's what I'm talking about. This dude got Vegeta. This dude Vegeta got a stimulus check. He talking about that piece, man. Vegeta meets Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks dope. Can't wait. Nice. It's dumb. This is the one I wanted to get to. And this dude, Marcelli, he said, I gave you a dislike not because of the content, but because of the picture alone. I told him it doesn't make sense, but okay. He said, wow, I don't know how much simpler I put it. I dislike the thought of DBZ turning into Yu-Gi-Oh! But I still like the videos you put out. Dude, here's the thing. I understand completely what you're saying, Marcel. The point is, if you like the content, like the video. You're disliking the video because you don't like what the video is talking about, in the sense of the video's talking about cards battle. You're disliking that. No, dude, if you like the content, put a like on the freaking video. You can dislike what I'm talking about, but if you like the content, hit the like button. Don't be that guy that puts dislike because you don't like the news that I'm reporting on. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. If you're saying you like the content, then put a like. I'm not turning Kakarot into Yu-Gi-Oh! So why are you putting a dislike on my video because of that? You get what I'm saying? I'm not fussing at you. I'm just trying to explain to you that you putting a dislike because Bandai's putting a card game in Kakarot. No, you go to Bandai and you voice that dislike. But if you like the content, you smash that like button. You feel me? Anyway, guys, and it's not turning into Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys. You have to understand this. Japanese like card games. They love them. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! You have the Duel Link stuff with Yu-Gi-Oh! You have the stuff with Naruto even has a card game. You have all of these different card games that are Japanese. They like their card games. It's free content. You don't have to freaking play it. Point blank, period. But this is the comment that I want to get into because it's very interesting. It's not interesting. It's just very good. This is what the bulk of people who don't like the cards battle really want to say. He said it's dumb. They could have added a lot of other things than this. Stephen Moore, what do you think they should have added? And he beat me to this because I really wanted to say this myself. But he said costume changes, fusion, support characters playable, more activities to do, world tournament, new game plus, just to name a few. He said, I'm not saying those are bad ideas, but most of these give little to no content, guys. And he is right. Costume changes doesn't do anything as far as content. Fusion doesn't do anything as far as content. Support characters, I'm going to lump those together, guys, because I've done a video talking about both of these. If you want fusion and support characters in the game, guess what? They're going to have something to do. Otherwise, you're going to have support characters and fusion just flying around fighting the same villainous enemies, the same random enemies. And if you're going to have something to do for them in the game, it has to be something significant that makes sense for the game. You can't have Krillin playable. What missions are you going to do with Krillin playable? Y'all see that pause? That was me waiting because you don't have anything for Krillin to do as a playable character. You don't have anything for Gotenks and Vegito to do as playable characters unless you add some DLC to the game. If they were to do some Toa and Mira stuff, you can make some stuff with Vegito and Gotenks playable. Krillin ain't strong enough to fight against Toa and Mira. Be real, guys. Now, I do believe that they could do some DLC with Toa and Mira where they revive the movie characters. And we're going to do a series on that. I'm going to do a whole series on that, going each movie character at a time. So stay tuned for that. Excuse me. But as of right now, this does nothing. There is no content for this. You would literally have them in the game and they'd be doing the same thing that you're doing right now. Now, a world tournament, that's probably the only thing. That and New Game Plus. And guys, for all we know, they could be adding a New Game Plus. They just haven't said it. We don't know. Bandai isn't talking about the cards battle. They're not talking about the free update. The only thing they're talking about is cards battle. Why? Because a world tournament doesn't bring them money, dude. They're going to talk about the stuff that's going to bring them money. A New Game Plus doesn't bring them money. A cards battle with microtransactions does. So guess what they're going to lead with? They're going to lead with the cards battle. So we don't know. There could be more stuff. And he replies here, that's plenty of content. You could have easily put it in the game. If they put it in effort like this, in this game was half-assed and was a huge letdown. First of all, no, the game wasn't half-assed. The game was very well done. The story was very well received. The ratings were through the roof for the game, and it was rated one of the best Dragon Ball games in recent history. I mean, it's a good game. It's sold millions of copies. It's not a letdown. Just because you're not getting DLC, give it freaking time. Guys, here's the thing that you have to realize. This is a single player game. The only reason Xenoverse lasts as long as it is because it's multiplayer. If this game had a multiplayer element in it from the start, people wouldn't be complaining about content. Why? Because they'd be engaged in multiplayer combat. But it doesn't. It's a single player game. And even with that, they're still adding content to the game. Give it time. It hasn't even been out for a year. This community is so impatient. It bothers me sometimes, guys. And I guess it's me going on a little spiel a little bit. But it bothers me sometimes that people are so impatient with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We just got the DLC in April. April 28th, as a matter of fact. You might as well say May. June, July, August, September, October. That's 5 months. At the most, 6 months, guys. That is not a long time in regards to DLC, especially when you factor in a freaking worldwide pandemic. Have some damn sympathy, guys. Have some damn sympathy. Just because, in good old land of America, we've been running around like a chicken with a head cut off, doing everything like normal, just because we've been doing that, the rest of the world has some common freaking sense, and they've been doing things to actually combat this virus that's been going around, guys. CyberConnect 2 is not a big studio, okay? They don't have the resources that a Rockstar Games or a CD Projekt Red has. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the funding. They shut down for over a month. That is going to delay things. Be patient, have some sympathy. Just because you feel like COVID didn't affect anybody else doesn't mean that it didn't. Yes, there were other games that were coming out. There was other things that was coming out. But all those studios and development companies aren't the same, guys. They don't have the same number of people. They don't have the same facilities. You don't know. These people they could have worked from home. I said to myself, we don't know that. We don't know what they have to work with, guys. Be mindful of that stuff and be respectful of that, man. Come on, man. It hasn't even been a year. Give it time. This game will flesh out. Promise you. We're just frustrated because we haven't got the information that we want. Okay. He said it was supposed to be an RPG earning clothing. No, it wasn't. They said that from the beginning that you wouldn't be able to change clothing. So you're coming in with the wrong attitude. They never said that. It's basic RPG stuff. Every RPG doesn't do that. Sorry. Like I said, they could have added world tournaments. No, just say you want world tournaments in the game, and who wouldn't? I think it would be really fun. And more mini games. There's a good number of mini games already in Kakarot. And level up extra characters. Max is extra hours you put into the game. Obviously, I don't know. Extra characters. There's characters in the game. What are these other characters going to do? What are you really going to do with Chaozu and Tien and Yamcha? Guys, Kakarot is more of a simulation. It is a true to life, more or less. You're living in the world of Dragon Ball. There's no balance in the game. So with a guy like Yamcha playable, what are you really going to do? Who are you really going to fight? Use your head. Use your logic and pay attention to the stuff I'm telling y'all so you're not like this guy upset over something that you shouldn't even be upset about, okay? I never said World Tournament would be more mini games were bad. I just feel they wouldn't give us much content. And he's right, they wouldn't. You are right, they wouldn't. Why are those better than the card game in your opinion? LOL, it's a dumb card game supposed to do compared to a World Tournament feature. What is a card game supposed to do compared to a World Tournament feature? Dude, the card game is supplying you with online play. Not only that, but online ranked. So not only do you get to play against people from all over the world, but you also get to engage in ranked battles. If you don't like a card battle, just say you don't like a card battle. Don't bash the game because it's giving out something free that you don't want. Guys, give it time. If you don't like the card battle, fine, just say that. I don't like cards battle. Guess what? That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But to start attacking the game because they're doing something that you don't like, make your own game. How many games have I played that have stuff that I didn't like? I like Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't like some of the stuff in it. Am I bashing the game? No, it's a very good game. Xenoverse. I like the single player element in Xenoverse. I don't care for the raid battles. I don't care for the multiplayer stuff in Xenoverse. Is Xenoverse a bad game because of that? No. Guess what? I just play the content that I like in the game. You don't have to play the cards battle. Guys, you don't have to play it. And be patient. Be patient. What Dragon Ball game has not had a world tournament? I would be surprised if by the end of this game, they don't have a world tournament in there. That's something that they will probably add. I hope that they add it. They should add it. Then people will be complaining because it ain't online. Well, I got a tournament, but it's not online. I'm going to be able to play online. Against who? Another Goku? Come on, bro. Use y'all's head. That's not what this game is. Use your head, man. That's all I'm saying, man. And I just ended with that because Cards Battle is more content. Didn't know this was Yu-Gi-Oh! This Dragon Ball Z, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, dude, y'all need to learn Japanese culture in gaming, dude. How many card games are in the Japanese culture and in gaming? Wake up, man. Nobody complained about Dragon Ball Heroes. That's straight card game. You see what I'm saying? And it's sold millions of copies as well. Very popular, even as an anime spinoff. And I just ended with, yeah, those things aren't content. They will need to do stuff that doesn't conflict with the story, and that's the truth, man. Card collecting, deck building, and playing your deck while finding new strategies will all take time. Also, it can be integrated into the main game, which is very, very true. I feel you would only play a tournament mode for one day. Maybe not one day, but a tournament mode would grow old. It really would, guys. This card game gives me something to do in the game. Most of the things people ask for won't give me much of anything to do. He's so right on that. He hit the nail on the head, and it won't. Face facts. Dmgaming, yeah, that's what side activities are there for in RPGs. Side quests and mini games such as what they attempted with the car and the baseball, all limited and few with all things happen filler episode. Doesn't affect the story itself. So what side quests are you wanting to add? You wanting them to make up some bogus side quests? And be real, how much content is actually in the side quests, dude? A lot of sub quests are just flying around collecting stuff. It ain't and fighting these random enemies that you would normally fight in the world anyway, guys. Use your head in this. Sorry this video is going so long, but golly, this is kind of like my once and for all video for people that's talking about this kind of stuff, man. Y'all got to use y'all's head. What sub quest would you want to do? What sub quest would you do? There aren't any sub quests to do. There isn't content in the sub quests. You can have 1,000,000 sub quests with Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien, and I promise you it's going to grow old. Guys, use your head, use your logic, okay? This is my last time talking about this. I don't want to see anything bashing cards battles in the free update in the comment section no more. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop this video. I'm going to drop a link to this video explaining it, and you can come back and watch this and explain all of this, guys. There's nothing wrong with disliking the cards game. There's nothing wrong with that. But just because the game isn't putting what you want in it is not an excuse to throw a hissy fit, especially when the dang content is free. They're not forcing you to buy it. They're not even asking you to play it. They're putting it in the game for free. Stop complaining. Give the game some time to add the stuff that you like. How about instead of complaining about what you don't want in the game, you come up with something very structured for them to add in the game. If you want a world tournament, what's the structure of that world tournament? If you want support characters, how are you going to make them playable and what are they going to do? Give some context to what you want. You get what I'm saying, guys? I have no problems with that. Give some context, and then we can discuss the stuff to see if it's possible. Bandai see it and say, hey, maybe that's a good idea. I guarantee you the stuff that you're thinking about, they're thinking about it too. Give it time, okay? Give it time. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.